to be here. I, as Bimi said, I've had 55 years of chronic severe pain. It started out when I was 16. I was diagnosed with scoliosis, and right when I was diagnosed, I had about a 15-degree curve, and fast forward, it's about a 52-degree curve. So my surgeon wants to put discs in my lower back and fuse my back from my tailbone up to my neck and then screw my SI joints together. And I was scheduled to do that last January, but it was by the grace of God I didn't have it done. I had hand surgery instead because I've got so much arthritis in my hands, and he replaced knuckles and things like that. But I couldn't have the back surgery. I'm sorry.
So let's take us back, though, to more of the fibromyalgia and some of the things that were happening leading up to this point.
Okay, I was going to that next.
Okay.
I've had joint pain, and then in 2000, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And fibromyalgia, if no one knows, feels like you've got the flu all the time. You're so tired. It hurts to touch your body. You can't sleep. You're stressed out. You get depressed. It's really a nasty disease, and nothing. When people look at me, they look at me and go, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with her." So, also, I had genetic essential tremors where my hands shook, and I noticed after a few months that those were gone. But I also have other issues like prediabetes and cholesterol. So I've had chiropractic, I've had physical therapy, I've had massage therapy, I've had all kinds of different therapies, plus loads of drugs. And I've had my nerves burned every 4 to 6 months for about 15 years, which actually ended up with osteoporosis because of the steroids. And after they gave me Fosamax for the osteoporosis, that burned 4 holes in my stomach. So, it's just getting worse. And by the time I got to this summer of 2022, where my friend Rosemary called me about this new technology, and she sent me a video. And I said, "Okay, Rosemary, I'll watch it," planning not to watch it because we're inundated with stuff all the time about things that are going to cure us, they're going to take care of us and everything. But I ignored her for about 2 months, and I finally watched the video. And after I watched it, I thought, Lord, this might be something that could help me. And so after praying about it, I put a patch on the next day, and it took my pain from a 7 to a 1.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I thought, this is just a fluke, right? So I used the patches. I placed an order, and I said, "No, Rosemary, if this doesn't work, I'm not gonna keep doing this because I can't afford it." So consistently, my pain was controlled. The pain's not gone because I still have scoliosis and I still have all these issues. But over 2 months, I was able to work with my doctors and get off of 8 medications and stop a procedure that they shot my back full of Botox to keep my muscles from spasming.
Oh my
So now my pain's controlled. Okay. Did you want to ask me something, Demi?
Well, I wanted to you were on all these pain meds, right? For 23 years, you were on all these different meds to control your pain, and then burning the nerves to try to deal with the pain. And just the pain never really subsided. And then all of a sudden, in one night, the first night, it went from a 7 to 1.
Yes.
That's just astounding. So go ahead. Yes.
So I forgot to say that I had a spinal cord stimulator. And when the doctor put it in, he damaged the nerve. unbeknownst to me. I thought it was a bad unit, but it felt like I was being electrocuted, and it burned and it throbbed. And I was, I went back and I said, there's something wrong with this. Well, they tested it, and of course there wasn't anything wrong with it. So I had it taken out. Still had the burning and the throbbing. Started putting the X39 on that pain. I don't have it anymore at all. It's gone.
Woo.
So yeah, the patches are just doing fabulous things for me. I sleep better. I have more energy. Thanksgiving, I was able to do things I haven't been able to do in 35 years. I was cleaning baseboards, washing windows. I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. Even my endocrinologist noticed how much better I looked, how much better my posture was. Just, my health is just so much increased so much. And besides the tremors being gone, I had a bone scan in January, and after 4 months of being on the X39 and X49, my bones are normal now. I don't have osteopenia. I don't have osteoporosis. And my FRAX score, which tells you how likely you are to fracture a bone, went from 20% down to 2%. So everything is just so much better. And I want to thank one of the things that David Schmidt said when we were in Aruba was he wants this to be a time of gratitude. And I am so grateful to God for bringing this to me, and for David Schmidt and LifeWave and my friend Rosemary introducing me to this.
Well,
I've been in the patches for 8 months.
I know. I mean, the amount of healing that your body has been able to do because you're getting, the phototherapy is working in your body. And now, what about your meds? You told me that you're
okay. I was on 60. They gave me 60 oxycodone a month. Lyrica, I was on a high dose of Lyrica, Cymbalta, Celebrex. Those are some that some people would recognize. I was on 8 medications for pain. I'm off of all of those. I'm down to a third of the diabetes medicine I was taking. I'm down to half. I'm actually going to get off my tremor medication and my cholesterol medication. I'm only taking 5 milligrams of it. So I've gone from 15 medications down to 3.
That's just incredible. That is just incredible. We need to give you a standing ovation. Really, there's so much healing. It just shows the power of what your body can do when you're getting the right communication. And I know, getting off all these pain meds and steroids and, everything that you've been doing to try to help yourself, mitigate. You're like, it's a whole new life, right?
Absolutely, because before I